What if I told you there was one single skill that could unlock your full potential and literally fast-track your entire career? Well, guess what? That's exactly what we're tackling today on day 2 of the Soft Skills Mastery program. All right, let's dive into the absolute power of communication.
So let's start with the big question, right? The one that really defines the gap between just, doing your job and actually building an incredible career. How does communication truly shape your path forward? I mean, we all talk, we all write emails, but mastering communication, it's like having a superpower that can open doors you didn't even know were there.
I want you to think of your career like a high-performance race car for a second. Your technical skills, your experience, sure, that's the engine. But communication, that's the high-octane fuel that makes the whole thing go. Without it, you're just sitting on the starting line with the engine idling, going absolutely nowhere.
Now, what's really interesting here is how these 3 things create this powerful feedback loop. So picture a project manager who starts holding these crystal clear weekly check-ins. Well, her team's day-to-day performance just skyrockets. That success shows she can adapt to new challenges, which of course gets her noticed by leadership. And all of a sudden, her long-term growth isn't just a possibility, it's practically an inevitability. See? That's the loop in action.
So, how did the top professionals make this happen consistently? Well, I can tell you one thing. They don't just wing it. They use a mental framework, a really structured approach that turns communication from just some soft skill into a powerful strategic tool for navigating any kind of complexity with total poise. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to dissect the common communication traps that, let's be honest, we all fall into. Then we'll uncover the core principles that separate the true pros from the amateurs. And finally, we're going to equip you with the structured methods that the world's highest performing teams use to execute flawlessly.
And really, this is what it's all about. This is the end game. The goal here is simple. It's to get you communicating with crystal clear clarity, undeniable confidence, and a powerful strategic purpose behind every single conversation you have. It's about making every word count.
All right, theory is great, but let's put this into action. I want you to picture this. You're leading a major product launch. You're 2 weeks from the deadline, and a critical feature has just failed testing. The team is panicking, and stakeholders are demanding answers, like right now. The pressure is on. What do?
You see, a high performer doesn't react, they respond. They use this 3-step sequence. First, structured thinking. They cut through all the noise and organize the chaos in their own mind. Second, emotional control. They anchor themselves and refuse to let panic dictate their tone or their actions. And third, deliberate action. Their words become tools used with precision to create calm, rebuild momentum, and steer the whole team toward a solution.
And here's the crucial point. That product launch crisis, that difficult client, for many of us, that's just a Tuesday afternoon. This scenario is meant to mirror the real-world pressures you face every day. Our goal is to give you the mental toolkit to walk into that storm and not just survive, but respond with total professionalism and effectiveness.
Okay, we've arrived at the most important part of our 5 minutes together. Seriously, this is where the magic happens. This is where you stop just listening and start doing. It's time to turn these concepts into your own personal power. Here's your 5-minute mission for today. I want you to think back on one recent moment, a meeting, a conversation, anything, where stronger communication could have created a much better outcome. Now, ask yourself these 3 questions. First, what actually happened? Just the facts, no story. Second, what did I feel? Anxious, frustrated, defensive? Be honest. And third, and this is the game changer, knowing what you know now, how would you respond differently? Remember, this isn't about regret. It's about building your playbook for next time.
If you take only one single thing away from our session today, please let it be this. This whole thing is about so much more than just talking better. To master communication is to master your own growth. They are one and the same. It is the master key that unlocks every other door in your career.
And just like that, that is a wrap on day 2. You have just added a fundamental tool to your professional toolkit. So if you're ready to build on this momentum, make sure you subscribe, because tomorrow, on day 3, we take it all to the next level. The journey has only just begun.